I put my computer like that. So, uh,
So, hello everyone. Namaste. My name is Shivam Mishra, and we are live today with one of the most eminent personalities across world, and one who made yoga so popular in their region, not only in their region but also all across world. In the age of such ages, just what we have, what our our guest having is a great phenomena of yoga that we are facing in nowadays. We are so young in front of him. However, we are welcoming Yogi Daniel, Master Daniel from South Korea. Welcome you, sir. Namaste.
namaste.
So,
Thank you for thank you for having me, sir.
it's our pleasure, sir. That first of all, sir, I want to tell you something about Yoga Shikshak Sangh. Yoga Shikshak Sangh is a Hindi word that is a translation of Yoga Teachers Association. Yoga Teachers
Yes,
Association was first established in 2016 for welfare of yoga teachers, not only in India but across world also. As you all know, as we all know, that yoga, yoga industry and yoga field and actually spiritual yoga facing lots of issues, and lots of yoga teachers also facing lots of their personal inheritances and issues as well. So for resolving them, Yoga Shikshak Sangh was first established. So, sir, we really feel proud and pleasure to have you today, and we will ask you, sir, five major questions related to your own yogic lifestyle, sir. Because definitely it will motivate more than 50,000 yoga teachers, which are associated with us, not only in India but also across world, sir. So, sir, my first question will be who Yogi Daniel is, like the spiritual way. Like you are so flexible enough throughout what we saw your videos, your YouTube videos. That was absolutely amazing. You fold yourself and put yourself inside a box. That was absolutely stunning. No yoga teachers and no yoga performers can do in nowadays even. So, just let us know about yoga journey, about your flexibility, sir.
Yogi Daniel is actually this one little kid, 6 years old, and he started yoga when in the age of 6 years old. And Yogi Daniel, this kid, after becoming entertainer, movie star, and also become TV star and become a yoga master. But still, this kid, they never say he is the master. The people call him master, which is the Yogi Daniel. It is me. Yes, that kid is me. I was 6 years old and I started yoga and practicing yoga, and after that I became an actor. Uh, since 40 years old, I started, the philosophy of yoga, and also I started, the science of yoga. And then I find out the yoga is an exercise of meditation, self-control over the muscles, to put the mind with relaxation and peace, to put the body in good physical form, and to maintain good health. Yes, this was Yogi Daniel.
All right, sir. So, sir, we all know that something like you are having a great flexibility. We know your behavior, sir. We know very well that you are so down to earth, as all, in fact, Asian, and not only in Asian, in fact, in Korean peoples, which I really find out like they have lots of strength, lots of power, lots of endurance in their regular lifestyle. They are so regular. However, sir, you are so flexible. And sir, a common that was a normal question that we actually want to know in its beginning, that what is actual age current you are having? What's your current age
Right now,
right
I'm
now?
a six. I'm a. uh, okay. I'm 66 years old right now,
Wow, so
and
you are
and
maintaining
uh,
so
and
great, sir.
yeah, and I do when I was 6 years old. I do the yoga. I start the yoga, and right now 60 years I do the yoga, and my I remember when I practicing the yoga, it's still under practicing yoga. It's still I have my own class, and I teaching the teacher training, and then also the um, every week I have for yoga class for the VIPs and VVIPs, which is that these people also older people. They are not younger. They are the youngest is 60 years old, and then the oldest is 90 years old.
Oh,
And then yeah, I teach them Dan asana, like yoga asana, but this is Dan asana. Dan asana means Daniel asana. Is mean my I created my own about 250 postures, and this is mostly is medical yoga.
perfect.
Yes, I my body is flexible because of the I practice every single day. I mean 2 hours right now, but when I was a little bit younger, like say 40, 50, or 30 years old, that time I practiced daily 6, 7 hours. But when I was really more younger, like say 20, I practiced 10 hours. Really practice, 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 and create it, practice. I see anything I practice. I imitate a lot of, the animal poses. And then that box which you're talking about, I created myself about when I was 16 years old. I mean, about 50 years ago, half century ago, I created that box. So yeah, my body is actually it still is the flexible, and I don't have any pain, and I don't have any problem, to do it. And I do something like who can't do that? You
Yes,
see, if somebody doing, I don't do the same thing. I do something the people cannot do it. So I say this is mine.
so my next question will be definitely like I am a very younger rather than you, and all who are watching me together, like two generations gap, like such kind of thing. So they will be definitely ask you. So you have huge experience. So just we want to know that what make yoga so blissful, like spiritualism or yoga as a practice or asana or a pranayama or meditation, or which path is most subsequent, like having such kind of energy.
Okay, actually all is together. We cannot say, the pranayama or asana or, practice. All is together. But it's most important you have to strong willing. When you have a strong willing, then you can do it. But if you don't have a strong willing, all of them is gone. You cannot do it anything. You're willing to bring you to the all of those, matters or matter. Of course, I do all of them. I mean, I do the meditation, I do the concentration, and I do practice spiritually. I try for the spiritually, but it's not easy. The for spiritually in yoga, which is very important in yoga, spiritually. But we are human. We have, we. I mean, I'm talking about myself. I'm not talking about other people. A lot of people, they are real good spiritual, but I try my best to be spiritually, but sometimes it's very difficult to control that. That's called self control, which is I just try my best. But sometimes I say, oh, maybe it's not work. Not mean because of my age, or not mean because of my say nationality, or my say uh, in Korean say munha, you know. So not for that. Is maybe is Urdu is Farhang. Farhang
Mm-hmm.
is probably in Urdu, Hindu, or they say Farhang.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Uh, but not for that. It's only the it's still that there is still we need to the make real willing be strong. If willing be strong, still we can do it. If not, then it's impossible. This
Perfect,
is
sir.
my this is my experience. Of
Actually,
course, there is a lot of different philosophy to say that, but I can say just this much. What I have my own experience. I cannot say more than that because if I don't have any experience. Because yoga is, you see, yoga is so deep. You see, everybody call me good. Number one, oh, you're the best, and your age, you're doing this, the stretching and unbelievable, and this and so, and you're great. But I never call myself great. I say I am still student. I am just learning because yoga is that. Yoga is there is nobody can say I am the best in yoga. Yoga is so deep philosophy, deep science, and deeply, the exercise. And yoga meditation is something absolutely different and very difficult. It's not easy to anybody can learn the yoga meditation. Very difficult. But what we make some exercise continually, but we can get effect.
perfect, sir. So one more question came just in my mind, that commonly like you was practicing yoga since in 1960s. All right. So on that time, your colleagues, your partners, your yoga friends was there. Now where they are? Because we are just looking Yogi Daniel in nowadays. Maximum people of the 1960s were just leave us and leave this earth. I hope so. So where your colleagues are, like your friends was there, is it?
I didn't get exactly what you say because of the screen. I was trying to to make it better. Can you
Okay,
tell me
okay.
one
I'll repeat it,
one more
definitely.
again? I'm sorry.
So I just need to know that in 60s, like 1960s, you was practicing yoga. On
Yes.
that time, definitely you have some friends. Now, where they are? They are now practicing yoga or they leave?
Oh, okay. Actually, the Maharishi Mahesh Yogi,
Yes, yes, yes.
one of the great master in the world.
Yes, yes.
I am originally Iranian.
Mm-hmm.
I am originally Iranian,
Mm-hmm.
and then uh, when I was 6 years old, Maharishi Mahesh Yogi came to Iran,
Mm-hmm.
and the Maharishi he teaching just meditation. His meditation is TM, Transcendental Meditation. And then he have one assistant, is Englishman. He's teaching some asana. And when Maharishi Mahesh Yogi he came to Iran, he have no, I mean nobody understand about the yoga, and nobody support him. But my father support him. My father was working the very high official in Iranian government, and then support him and give him the big places he to learn. I mean they teach yoga, and he teach yoga, and I learned a little bit from him. And then I back to the India when I was 12 years old, and I stayed 12 years in India for 3 years. And 15 years old, I back to Iran. When I back to Iran, and I try to teach for Iranian people yoga, but the people not very much interesting about yoga. So yes, you're asking me who is was my like uh, who
Colleagues.
practicing with me.
Yeah, colleagues.
Who was practicing with me? They are people. I'm the youngest. Those people maybe die already.
Yeah.
But I know the few people they are living right now in America. They back from Iran, go to the America. And then when I was uh, coming to in young age coming to Korea, and then uh, stay here, and then back to United States uh, about 30 years ago. I meet them by accident through the Facebook, and then I meet those people. They're older too old, but they are not. They are not doing any yoga. Just they doing the meditation. And then they said, "What about you?" Then I showed them my picture, and they said, "Great," because that time also you're young and you must be a good master or good yoga teacher. But still, I am making the some yoga clip like. Uh, um, you know, mm, like day before yesterday, Sunday, also I make it some yoga teacher. I teach in the yoga teachers and some clip, and I send them every month, one or two clip I'm sending for those people, but they are, they're almost 80, 90 years old. Few people I know, but the less I don't know. That
Oh,
time I was so young, and but I go to the India also. The we are. I was one Iranian child living in India with a very different, say, different, uh, different uh, culture.
mm-hmm.
And then I don't know the language, I don't know nothing. It was very difficult for me, and only I can see the asanas, I can learn, the asana, and then I learn something, and then back to Iran, but not very much to complete my yoga over there. Just learning something, but I back to, and then I learned some, the Sanskrit words, and then for the asana, and then back to Iran. Yes, my friends is all they are old, so some of them die, some of them, are gone. But I am the 1% to grow up my yoga until now.
Perfect, so perfect. So, sir, my another question, like you are a great yoga scholar, you practiced a lot, you visited the whole world for the yoga, your roots belongs to Iran, and you are now residing in the Korea, and you are absolutely a Korean also. So, sir, just need to know that if we talk about like yoga as spirituality and yoga as business, so which one is having more strength in nowadays, sir?
Okay, you see now I am working to just a moment. I like to show you. Okay, you can see this is the certificate. Uh, and you see, I am working for this organization.
Yes, yes, sir.
This organization they call
Korean Yoga Federation.
KY yeah KYF, Korea Yoga Federation.
Yeah.
Korea Yoga Federation is the gentleman who doing this business. He's not in the he's not yoga. He's not yogist. He's a sportman, but he doing this business. I think it's okay. He doing this. He creating this business. But if myself, I'm a say yoga master, and then I want to do the yoga business to make money from the yoga, and then say mm, do the business between other country as a businessman business. I think is for me is not really interesting. I'm not interested. And also, you can see this one is from World Association of Yoga Science. Is by Ministry of Irish Government of India. You can see it here.
Yes, 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 sir. I'm looking
Okay.
for that.
You see this organization, they give it to me the uh, uh, representative. I become a representative of the government of India, and we don't do the business. We just exchange as a cultural yoga culture, yoga science, yoga, not the business. We're changing the yoga between India and here. So we don't make any money. We don't do anything. But myself, I just getting the salary here and as a instructor teaching the yoga. Of course, I have another business, not only the yoga. I don't make any business from the yoga, and I don't want to do that. But if somebody they doing that is their problem. I think I can't say, you know, for me it's not interesting. I mean, if somebody they want to do that, I think they have to be answer for the, uh, yoga society.
Yes.
They have to. Their answer is good or bad. But yoga is not. Yoga is just that because too many people suffering from the a lot of pain, a lot. We are not doctor, but we just help the people to not suffering. But if the people we make the business as a business, then mean we are not helping. We're doing the business. So that's why for me, I'm not interested to do the business. Just uh, yoga uh, culture culture exchange, or say combine the yoga together to make something uh, something good. Is like yoga day, international yoga day, UN yoga. This is the becoming united is not for business. uh, I hear the many people they're doing the business, but for me I'm not interested to do the business. I just try to that do some good for the people, for the society, for the the yoga culture, for yoga, respecting the yoga. I have a lot of respect for yoga. I mean, when I am another things, for example, even either sometime I have television program, and then I have in the morning class, and then I have evening in, in television program, which is right now I have also. And then sometime 24 hours I don't eat nothing, just little bit water, drink the water. Why? I want to keep my responsibility for yoga. I want to do my best. I don't just talk. I do it. I don't talk about yoga very much. I do, and I say to people, look, you follow me. What I'm doing, you do the same thing. Yeah, so I'm not interested about yoga business.
Perfect, sir. Perfect. So, sir, at last, I just request you that can you please give your huge experience in some, unification and some unite words for Indian audience and Indian young yoga teachers that you are having a much experience, so that can they benefited from the particular your experience. Any message, sir, to all Indian yoga teachers?
Okay, I think the yoga coming from India, and then yoga is look like, okay, say like taekwondo coming from Korea. Some people they cannot go to the India and get the taekwondo certificate. Okay, but I'm going to the your point. So we cannot say the yoga we are the best yogis this part. So as I tell you, how much I am become a master and master and master, still I say I'm a student. I don't know, because the philosophy of yoga, science of yoga, uh, art of yoga, yoga is too deep. But most of the young Indian, if they want to really do the yoga, they have to be first. The number one is, the keep that spirituality in his mind. Number one. When that spirituality has in mind, then automatically to create it his own um, willing, the willing becomes stronger. So the when willing they become stronger, and then they can do a lot of the uh, asanas or yoga or other. Sorry, just a moment. Um, uh, but the main message is for Indian. I understand they are doing they are doing the really good, and practicing a lot. And I see a lot of, the young children, they doing the yoga like before they coming, you see you can see this.
Yes,
This
yes.
is,
Yeah, yes, you
yeah.
watching.
I invite them to from India to come here and we take care of them. They are so young children and they are doing it really, really good. They give us, a lot of good, the atmosphere here in Korea. So my advice is the first to keep that spirituality is mind and body, and then whole organ, and then exercising. That at least exercising not for money. They can work some shop, they can work some company, they can work something, but not for money from yoga. Yoga is just for the spiritual. Yoga is for the for organ. Is yoga is not for to make money from it, because too many people said, okay, I'm looking for a job to teach yoga. Yeah, okay, that's fine, that is okay, no problem, they can go and teach. But the point is, we have to to make our willing strong. When we willing strong is our mind is strong. Is when mind is strong is our heart is strong. Heart is strong is the whole organ is strong. And my message for Indian children, good luck and most of love, and most of the success for their practice in the future. And I understand they are doing the really good, but more better to keep that culture, because the a lot of people the changing the this yoga name. Say in America, they said like goat yoga, dog yoga, or horse yoga. I think that is not really polite, because we have we have to respect, that culture. So uh, I hope the Indian young children not go too much to follow the Western. They keep that culture, go, continue, go, and then we Western people go and learn that culture. And good luck for them.
Perfect, sir. Perfect, sir. Thank you so much, sir, that you are having
You're
your
welcome.
precious time with us
Thank you for you having me.
for all yoga teachers. So today we are logging off with such words, or Shanti part like Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. And thank you so much,
Chati,
sir.
yeah,
And
thank you so
definitely
much.
again we will invite you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Namaskar.
namaste, sir.